On a snowy Christmas morning, Jim Deer surprised his wife with a small, wriggling box. Inside was a tiny Cocker Spaniel puppy with soft ears and bright eyes. Darling squealed with joy, naming her Lady. From that moment on, Lady lived a life of warmth, gentle hands, and quiet music by the fireplace. Lady grew up surrounded by comfort. She learned the rules of the house, wore a shiny collar, and believed the world was kind and predictable. Every day felt safe, and every night ended with Darling whispering sweet words before bed. But outside the white fence, the world was much bigger and far less gentle. Lady didn't know it yet, but her peaceful life was about to change.
This will teach you some manners.
Pick on someone your own size.
That's a fancy necklace you got.
It's so big out here.
Time to get you home, princess.
One day, Lady noticed something strange. Darling and Jim Deer were acting different, more tired, more distracted. The house felt quieter. Soon, a tiny human baby arrived, changing everything. Lady loved the baby, but she felt unsure. Her routines disappeared, her walks shortened. Friends warned her of danger. "Babies change everything," said the neighborhood dogs. Then came Aunt Sarah and her cats, Cy and Am. They caused chaos, blamed Lady, and left her wearing a muzzle, confused and heartbroken. For the first time, Lady felt like an outsider in her own home. When she ran away in fear, the gate swung open, and Lady stepped into a world she had never known. The streets were loud and unfamiliar. Trash cans clanged, dogs barked from alleys. Lady trembled until a confident mutt stepped in front of her. "Easy, pigeon," he said calmly. He introduced himself as Tramp. Tramp knew the streets well. He lived free, answering to no one, finding food wherever he pleased. He chased away danger and offered Lady protection. Though she didn't trust his carefree ways, she was grateful. Tramp showed Lady the city from his point of view, not as a threat, but as a place of survival and freedom. Lady began to see that life didn't always come with fences, and that didn't always mean it was lonely. As night fell, Tramp led Lady to a small restaurant alley where kind humans left scraps. A candle flickered. Music drifted softly through the air. They shared a plate of spaghetti. Slowly, awkwardly, their noses nudged the same noodle until they met in the middle. Lady blushed. Tramp smiled. For a moment, the noisy world disappeared. Lady laughed more than she ever had. Tramp spoke of freedom. Lady spoke of home. They were different, but something beautiful connected them. For the first time, Lady felt her heart torn between the safety she knew and the freedom she was discovering. Danger returned suddenly. A rat threatened the baby back at Lady's home. Lady fought bravely, defeating it, but chaos followed. Tramp was captured by dog catchers while protecting her. Lady returned home, believing Tramp had abandoned her. Tramp, locked in a kennel, believed Lady had returned to her perfect life without him. Both were wrong. Tramp heard Lady's name spoken by another dog and realized the truth. He escaped, racing back toward her home, knowing that love was worth fighting for, even if it meant giving up his freedom.
Lady. Get back here! Stop!
Tramp arrived just in time. He helped stop the danger completely and stood bravely beside Lady. Jim Deere and Darling finally understood everything. Tramp expected to be chased away, but instead, a hand reached out gently. A collar was placed around his neck. A new home opened its door. For the first time, Tramp belonged. Lady watched with shining eyes as the dog who feared nothing chose love over the streets.
Life changed again, but this time for the better. Tramp learned house rules. Lady learned laughter. Together they watched over the baby, protecting what mattered most. The neighbors smiled. The fence no longer felt like a barrier. It felt like safety shared. Love, Lady realized, wasn't about where you lived. It was about who stayed.
And I had to learn other things.
Seasons passed. Lady and Tramp now had puppies of their own. The yard echoed with playful barks and warm sunlight. Lady looked back at the gate where she once stepped into fear. She was grateful she did. It led her to love, courage, and a bigger world. Tramp lay beside her, peaceful and content. Some fences are meant to protect. Some are meant to be crossed.
It led me to love, to courage, and a bigger world than I had ever known. Some fences are meant to protect. Some are meant to be crossed.